Hi guys, welcome to this video. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate a sample SAP CPI integration flow. I will take a simple example. I'll try to explain all the components of SAP CPI and how we can test a SAP CPI integration end to end. If you are new to SAP CPI or you want to start a career in SAP CPI integration, or if you're a SAP PO developer who wants to move to SAP CPI, then this is the right video for you. In this video, I'm going to take a simple example to explain the end-to-end integration flow. We have a sender participant that is sending a message to SAP CPI by using HTTPS protocol. In SAP CPI, we'll try to create a simple integration flow that stores the data in SAP PI tenant by using a parallel functions called data store operation. On the receiver side, SAP CPI sends an email to an email recipient by using email adapter. Basically, this integration is nothing but a HTTPS to email communication. In order to finish this demo, you need to finish 3 prerequisites. The first one is, you need to have access to SAP CPI system. If you don't have one, you can create a free SAP CPI free trial account. I created a video that explains how you can create SAP free trial account. Please watch my video and get the SAP CPI free trial account ready for you. The second prerequisite is, you need to create a service principal. For a sender system to communicate with SAP CPI, you need to have some security credentials. For this, you can create a service principal in SAP BTP Cockpit. I already have a video that explains how we can create a service principal in SAP BTP Cockpit. Please watch my video and get the user ID and service password ready. And the last prerequisite is, you need to have an app user ID to send an email to your email participant. In this example, for CPI to send an email to your Gmail or Yahoo, you need to have a valid Gmail account or valid app password. You can Google it to find out how you can create an app password for your Gmail account. Once these 3 are ready, we can ready to start with the demonstration. Let's learn together because learning is dope. Let's get started. As I mentioned earlier, this integration flow is very simple interface. So we have a sender system and we have a receiver system. Sender is communicating with SAP CPI by using HTTPS. Then in SAP CPI, we persist the data in SAP CPI data store. Once the data is persisted, we will send the same message to a receiver by using email. So on the sender side, we have HTTPS protocol. On the receiver side, we have email protocol, that is SMTPS protocol. To start creating an integration flow, first you need to create a package. Let's first create a package. Give it some name. For example, demo package. And you can also give some description. You find the stars there, they're mandatory fields. Name, technical name, and short description. Now save it. Once the package is saved, go to artifacts. Here you can add different types of artifacts like integration adapter, integration flow. Let me create integration flow here. So I'll give it a name. So as you can see, the name is getting converted into an ID. Add some description. And click OK. Now the integration is created. Let's open it. Now you see this is the integration flow editor where you actually develop an integration flow. You can see we have a sender and we have a receiver. In between we have integration process. And in that you can see a start message and an end message. This is where the magic happens. Let me first create a flow between sender and integration process. Now I choose adapter as HTTPS. Let me first configure the sender adapter. So go to the connection, click on address name. Then please note that the authorization and user role, for now keep them as standard. Now save it. Now go to the palette operation data store and click the right palette operation under data store, and on the right you can see I just give a data store name, test persistence. So basically just give a name to your entry ID. So if you want to overwrite the message, just click this overwrite existing messages with the same name. Let's now configure. Okay, for now let me delete the receiver side and now save it. So the integration was saved, and now let me deploy it. Now it's deployed. Click OK. You can see the status is changed from started to deployed. You can see different integration flow parameters here. The properties like general, runtime configuration, externalization, problems, and deployment status. You can see in the status we have the iFlow started and deployed. Basically now you can see it actually generated a unique URL for your integration flow. So with this you can actually post a message to SAP CPI. Just copy the message. Copy the URL. Go back to Postman, and there you see in the Postman you just paste the URL that you just copied, and then you need to add a user ID and password. So basically this is a service key, service credential that you need to create. I have a video where you can create a service key in BTP Cockpit. Please watch that. First you need to create a service key credentials. So you need to use the same service key credentials in the SOAP UI to communicate with SAP CPI. This is a prerequisite as well. So I'm just adding the link to the video, how to create service keys. Now I'm just adding a message, test message to SAP CPI. So message, you can type in any message here, then click on send. As you can see, the status is 200, which means the message sent successfully. Now go to the message processing, the monitoring of SAP CPI. You can see the message has been received and the processing is successfully completed. And in the data store, you can see the test message persistence data store, and you can see there's one message that's been created, and you can download to see the message content. You can see the message here, whatever you posted. Are you still with me? Just hang in there. In few more minutes we'll be done with this demo. Just hang in there. So now I will add a receiver here, basically the third step, where we send the message to an email recipient. So now add a receiver. So as you all know, to send an email, we have to use an email adapter. So now choose the email adapter here, the mail adapter I mean. And now let's configure the receiver side adapter. Click on the adapter connector and then go to connection. Here you need to add the email client's information. For example, here I'm using a Gmail. So I added the Gmail URL, smtp@gmail.com, and the port is 465. You need to remember that. And you also need to remember these credentials. This is actually important, and this is also one prerequisite to use in email client. So let me add from email ID to email ID, and basically I just want to have some sample subject here, and then I just want to see the body of the CPI message in the email sub body as well. So I don't have any attachments here. So now save it, click on yes. It's now saved and deployed. Now go to the integrations, and now, as I mentioned here, basically to communicate with a receiver system, you need to have a credential. And for this credential, which I created already, what you need to do is you need to create a credential. Click on the user credentials there. There you need to enter the name, any name, basically a unique name of a credential, security material, and some description. And the username, basically your Gmail ID, you need to add there. And the password is a app ID. For example, to communicate with the Gmail or Yahoo or whatever email client, you need to create an application user ID and password. For this, as a prerequisite, you need to create a Google app user ID and password. So for this, you just Google and you can Google it for it. So if you Google how to create an app ID for Gmail, then it is very simple, very straightforward. So you need to enter the password here, the app ID password here. Because I already created now, I'm just cancelling it for now here. So I need to use the same user security material in the receiver side adapter. And also we need to take care of some certificates, because now the communication between CPI and email, the Gmail is a security HTTPS communication. For this, you need to install the certificates from Google. For example, you can go to the connection test here. Now, if you can do different types of tests here. For example, now click on the SMTP and enter the host name, and just enter these details here. Port is 465. So just now click on authentication none and just click on send. Now it will actually download the certificates from the client. And now what you need to do is you need to download the certificate in your local machine, then deploy the certificate in SAP CPI tenant. So now we have these three certificates from the test tool, which we just downloaded. Now go back to the integrations. There, click on this. Click on the key store. Here you need to create certificates. For example, add certificate. So as you can see in the background, the first two ones, GTS CA1C3, the second one SMTP Gmail, which I already downloaded. So you need to download these two certificates into your CPI tenant. The first one, GTS CA1C3 certificate, and the other one. So the first two ones are which I already imported into SAP CPI tenant. Now go back to SOAP UI. I'm trying to send a new message. So I'm just trying to change the subject here, or the body of the message. Click on send. Something is happening here. Now you can see the status 500, which means there's something wrong. Now if you look into the monitoring here, something is wrong. It's not able to communicate with the SMTP Gmail server. So let's see what's wrong there. Let's go back to the integration flow on the receiver side. Okay, now the problem is here. The production is SMTPS, so that is what I need to select. Click on the save and deploy again, and yes. So now the integration flow is deployed. Now try again. Let's send it again. Send. Now it's this time it's 200 200 okay, which means successful. Let's go back to the integration monitoring. Now go here. Now you can see the message has been processed. Everything is okay.
Let me check in the email. Okay, now you can see in the email the message has been received to my email inbox, the Gmail inbox. Yeah, with that we finished the first interface.
Welcome back. I hope you managed to complete this demo successfully. And I hope you received the email to your inbox. If you got the email, congratulations and job well done. If you don't get the email, don't worry. Try hard. You must receive an email to your email account. With this, I conclude here. I wish you a great luck and have a great start with SAP CPI integrations. Thank you for watching.